This is a rather precarious camera. I better not touch it because it's at the top of the tripod. I actually did find my handheld again. I didn't lose it, I didn't bury it. But we're in the kitchen at the gaff. And this is basically drought cooking. Yes, drought cooking, because we've had fuck all rain here in London for about 5 months, and much of the south of the UK we've had very little rain, apart from one supercell, another storm about 3 days later, and then the day I went to May's farm, we had a miserable persistent rain day. That is it. We've had 3 days of rain since the beginning of the year. That is it. And it wasn't even a day of rain, it was 2 storms and pissy stuff. Anyway, yeah, drought cooking. I'm basically cooking up what I grew at the old flat garden. Not much. I've got more potatoes to come and more tomatoes, and basically I had a very small crop of shallots as well, miniature onions. So we're doing miniature onions. So we're basically making ratatouille and potatoes. Got lots of garlic in there. We've got a bit of butter and some garlic, and we've got like I said, cut up shallots. We've got a beefsteak tomato. I've got a big beefsteak tomato, and one solitary jalapeno that I grew. It's been a task in the heat, the dryness, and what with red spider mite, which they come from nowhere every single year. You can have a clean plant and yet you'll still get red spider mite on your peppers and chilies. And trying to, the ones upstairs, I had some outside in the garden in the greenhouse, and I had some upstairs. The ones upstairs, they didn't survive. And what else have we got? Anchovies, that's all we've got. Anchovies. A bit of butter and garlic. No meat, because can't really afford that shit. Or I don't normally cook, so pepper. I need to get more salt, but I need to make sure if I get salt, the Himalayan pink salt, I've got to literally look at the tub and make sure it's not got a load of crap in it, because some of it, you got little white bits in that don't taste nice, or even tough, hard bits that could even be minuscule bits of quartz or calcite, don't know. So even Himalayan salt these days isn't exactly reliable. Tomato puree, oregano or marjoram, one or the other, that's going in as well. And basil, I don't often use the basil, and these herbs came from Nee's DPM years ago. Still got to use it. Potatoes are still going. Yeah, so basically drought cooking. Furman is doing his best to get in the way and knock stuff over. Little criminal. But yeah, it's just a very small cooking vid. I did make another batch of plum jam. I think this is one of them. Yeah, I think this is one of them. I made Victoria plum jam with fennel seed. There's actually a little bit of black cardamom in there. I think the rest of it's in the cupboard. The problem is they don't get labelled, so I don't know if it's this season's or next season's. And I went to the allotment at the weekend, And yet again, the latter half of my plum harvest has been swiped. Someone's taken it away, unfortunately. I got maybe a third of it, maybe half of it, but need to try and build some kind of fencing around it because it's always the first thing to go. I don't know what's wrong with people taking stuff that ain't theirs. They never touch the apples or the Mirabelle plums on the floor. It's always the bigger purple plums that disappear. But yes, I've got my little plastic handheld tripod thing. Basically all I've done, I've got a container, like a dinner container, and I've basically washed and taken the lid off, melted a hole in it and screwed it into the top of the tripod, so I've got a clear it's not exactly the most stable thing, it really ain't. It really ain't. And I hate boiled potatoes, it's just, they're so boring. I don't even have a masher. It's not like when I was a kid, you know, Gen X or Xennial when you're a kid and you're in the kitchen in the late 80s, early 90s and you're trying to open the drawer and potato masher and you spend about 5 to 10 minutes going bang, 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 like this. And no matter how hard you pull it, how violent you are, it won't open, the drawer won't break. The masher holds, the potato masher holds. That was a flipping Gen X Xennial thing. Remember the potato masher in the drawer that wouldn't fucking let you in. Because I definitely don't have one here. Oh. But yeah, I mean I've got butter and I've got garlic. To be honest, I could cook the potatoes, drain it off, there's a little bit of turmeric in there as well. Heat up the garlic butter and then mix some of it in with potatoes. But I don't know if I can crush it. It's just I just find boiled potatoes boring. I mean I can eat jacket potato, mashed potato, roast potato. I'm not really keen on hash browns to be honest, but just normal potato I'd have to mash it, but I don't know if I've got any way to mash it. I mean it won't be hard, I'm sure I can find something. Even if it's just a vintage pot out the cupboard, just problem is you have to do it for so long, don't you, to make it smooth. Some people don't have these luxuries, I'm afraid. How about a nice old white ginger beer bottle from the 1890s that I found at the country park? Could smash it with that, I suppose. Ugh. But I don't know how long this is going to take. I mean, they already seem like they're getting soft, but or they're just falling to pieces. Stupidly, it actually seems like they're ready. That's a bit bizarre, to be honest. And I've not really had them in there that long. I don't really have any way to drain them either. Is there any holes in the top of this? Don't really want to put hot water into a microwave. A lot of the stuff I don't even know where anything is anymore because I've got an in-gaff cleaner once a week, and for years she's been losing stuff. I don't know where nothing is anymore. So I think I'm just going to have to drain the water. I mean, the skins are still on them, so I might have to pick out some of the worst of the skins. Some say that the nutriment is in the skins more than the potato. 3 plastic sieves. But do I really want to use half of my butter and garlic for the potatoes when I need it for the ratatouille? Well, what I'm making, basically, I've only got anchovies. There's no meat that I know of. If there's anything in the ice box, it's frozen. I didn't really look, but it's just the bare basics. Do I have a plastic container? No, because there was a little hole in it. I'm sure we can figure something out. Probably not, but I've got a little bowl there. I don't really have anything to... Move, cat! He's going to destroy everything. Is that glass? No. There's nothing. I can't see nothing. It's the cleaner. She loses everything. My mother was the same. When my mother came round, she used to clean things up and move things around, and I'd never see anything again. I'd have to go out and buy more. Sometimes I'd find what I'd lost before, and other times I wouldn't. But yeah, not even a dish, like a Pyrex dish or anything. Not even a Pyrex dish. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What about up the top there? No. In the cupboard. Oh, the trials of life, eh? I could just put it into this bowl here. Wait for it to cool slightly and then stuff it in the fridge. Right, then potatoes. And drain them potatoes, hopefully take some of the skins out. Also, lack of space is an issue. We need a place like this double the size. I mean, worktops, there's so many condiments and stuff around. Look, literally a ginger beer bottle. Well, these are ready, amazingly. But when you've got potatoes so small, it's not really worth peeling them. You'll end up with nothing left. I mean, they look good enough. They've been mainly watered with spring water from Keston, the Partition. I mean, they're mashing all right. It's just getting stuck. And I'm going to have to live with the... I'm basically going to have to live with the skins, I'm afraid. But then I grew up tough and I ate what I was given. And if I didn't eat what was given to me, I went hungry, basically. Not like kids of today. Young kids that make demands, every single one wants to eat something different. Look at that, use an old 1890 ginger beer bottle just to... mashed potato. Right, the butter's melting. So I've got mashed potato, and it looks pretty soft, but beggars can't be choosers, I'm afraid. I'll turn this down a bit. Melt this butter a bit more. And take half of it for the potato. There you go, half of it for the potato. Take that off the heat while I mix it with the potato. I don't have any milk. I don't really keep milk in the gaff, to be honest. Oh, it's not easy these days, very tough. Got long life milk, that's about it. Despite that, it looks pretty good. We've got skins in it, but oh well, such is life, eh? And there's a very little potato in there for the size of the saucepan. It's just the way it is. Right, now we can put the rest in there. Tomato. At least we got some tomato, eh? Big beefsteak tomato. One solitary jalapeno. And some shallots. Should probably get some water as well. A little bit of water. Spring, of course. We've got some herbs. Oh. Some pepper. But no doubt Linda's going to make something for me to eat tonight. Didn't yesterday, but I think she is today. Salt. Tomato puree. Oh. I think that's about it. I won't need any more of that, I'll shove it back in. There is a little bit of butter in there. And this will probably be scoffed up in a couple of days. Anchovy. At least there's some kind of meat in there. It's been really tough. And the weather hasn't really helped. We're pretty much in drought conditions now in England, the south of the UK. We've not had rain for at least 5 months, or very little rain for about 5 months. Almost desertification. It's got that bad. And the dead grass, literally I can go out and these areas with the grass and you don't even have to smell petrichor when it rains because it's not raining, but you can smell the dead grass. It's really heady, really strong. I've never known anything like it. Of course, 1976 was 2 years before I was born. Literally 2 years before I was born, so. But I'd imagine that it was something like this. Another load of stuff that will be collected and put into the compost. Because I do have the open air compost heap at the back of the gaff near the wall. So all this and other stuff has got to go out the back. Now might be a good time to put the herbs in. But no, I don't tend to cook much, even though I've got gas here and I don't have gas at the old flat. I don't really want to think about it. I'm not really happy about it, to be honest. But even though I've got gas here, I don't tend to cook much. I mean, I've got a pasty here somewhere. No, not a pasty, I've got a sausage roll. So I might heat that up. Sausage roll, mashed potato and like a ratatouille mix. But yeah, the sauce will go into the bowl, then the potato on the top, and then we'll see what happens after that. Shove these anchovies back into the fridge. Don't think there's anything else in the fridge I can add really. What we've got here: ketchup, barbecue from McDonald's that I found on the street, still closed. That's it. I'll get these herbs. Oregano, marjoram, I'm guessing. But even now it's looking pretty good. It smells pretty good. I think I've got pretty much all the ingredients I need in there for a good sauce base. There's just nothing with it. It's mainly, apart from the fish, mainly vegetarian, to be honest. And the butter and basil. This doesn't often get used, to be honest. The basil, these came from Lee's DPM years ago when he was helping me out. Should be bumping into him tomorrow, hoping to see him tomorrow because we're going to go to a Red Robin bottle tip and he's going to record some footage of me at Red Robin. There's a nice sauce there. Turn it down a bit. There's a lot of nice sauce in there. It's looking good, to be honest. And Partition water. Well, after all these years, the converted three-wheel buggy finally died. I don't think I can fix it up. I got off the tram about a week or so ago, maybe less. As soon as I got off the tram, the buggy collapsed in a heap on the floor, and I literally had to somehow get it to the top of Outram Road and then have Linda pick me up because I was stuck with a full load of water, probably a load of tools and bottle stuff, and it's collapsed. And then it collapsed again yesterday. After going to the allotment, I went to the allotment, got apples and plums and just about 4 or 5 bottles of water, and I got off the bus and it collapsed again, and there's no coming back this time, I don't think. there's too much damage to the front end, and the metal bar is bent again, but the plastic underneath, it literally is broken up now. So I've got to somehow, I don't know how, get a new buggy, 3-wheel buggy or something, because I'm going to find it very hard to survive or to live my day to day without a cargo buggy. Don't know how I'm going to cope, to be honest, because I don't drive and I've got no family, I've got very few friends. I still have my freedom pass, but I can't carry nothing anymore. I can't really do the shopping, and I used to avoid plastic bags a lot, that kind of waste, because I put everything in a recycle bin in the buggy. So now life is just, unless I can have someone help me to get a new buggy, I'm pretty much screwed, to be honest. Yeah. But then I had that buggy since what, 2020 or 2021. I've had it at least 5 or 6 years, and I wanted to put a basket on the front. I wanted to put a co-op basket on the front. I took it apart, bits and springs started flying everywhere, and I ditched it, and then I brought it back again. I put it all together, but I had to use a metal bar and cable ties. But then again, I think it was only the metal bar that gave it the strength to hold all that weight, because a normal buggy may or may not be able to take the amount of weight that I put in it, to be honest. So in the end, I sort of messed the buggy up, ditched it, took it back again, and then I fixed it up with a metal rod. But yeah, so no cargo buggy now, no converted cargo buggy. It's stuck at the old flat in the garden. I don't think I can fix it. I really don't. I'll have to see if I can have Linda and Ishmael search online for something, and then order it for me, and then I can give them the money back, because I need a buggy. I can't really cope without it. But already I think we're pretty much finished. Yeah, but like I said yesterday, sorry, like I said, tomorrow hopefully I'm meeting with Nees DPM. We're going to Red Robin Bottle Tip to do some digging and get some footage. There will be videos of finds from the Partition. I don't know when they're coming up. This video is going to go up immediately, pretty much, but I got videos of the Partition where I've gone right to the bottom and found bottles. I've had a lot of luck down there. Also, I've got videos of Gabriel Doyle Finch has returned to the scene. He's returned to Croydon. And I got videos of him unplugged at Riff Raffs. They'll be coming soon. Maybe a couple of Go Online Dev Meat videos. But I don't really know how long it's going to take before the Partition bottles come up. But I've had a lot of luck. A lot of good luck. I finally found, I don't know where the bottles originated from, the Victorian stuff. But I found a few little bits, then I found some 20s in the middle, a bit sparse, and then I found another load of Victorian stuff right next to the sump. But yeah, we'll have to see. Uploading videos, I'm very behind, and stuff from 1 or 2 months ago is still yet to be uploaded. That includes the Go Online stuff and live music. I only just got round to putting up the clips of South Nord Community Festival with the group there, Rat Thunder and Roger Wagner. I've only just put them up. Right, this is pretty much done, I think. That looks like a nice sauce indeed. Whoa, all over myself. Oh, it's got a bit of kick with that jalapeno as well. Alright, that's that done. Ah, I don't know if you can see it. There you go, look at that. That's a nice lovely sauce, that. Oh, we'll have to cool that down. This can go straight into the bowl. Of course, it's all over the cooker as well, or rather of it not being all over the cooker. Lots of garlic in there. And we've got the rather skinny potatoes in here. And that just have to go on the top. It's a meal, I guess. Drought, rations. All this stuff was grown at the old's flat in the garden. But yeah, without the rain, it's even the blackberries this year. We've had so little rain. Not even the blackberries are of any good size. Potatoes good, despite the skins, but then I'm the kind of person that no drama. The generation I grew up just ended up tough, to be honest. No bullshit, to be honest. And all that garlic was what I grew, basically. There you go. There is a cup, well, there's about 4 anchovies in there as well, so it's not completely without some kind of meat. But yeah, I mean, that will still be delicious. I can already tell that's going to be packed with flavour, just something very basic, to be honest. But yeah, DJ's been back in the kitchen again. Don't often cook, to be honest, but I'll have to wait for that to cool down a bit. Try and make some room in the fridge. That'll do. And then I'll have that tomorrow or the day after. And the potato will change and yeah, see what happens. Alright. Well, thanks for joining me. This video is going straight up. And then after that, I mean, I've just not been uploading stuff, but after that will be other videos. But yeah, today is eclipse day basically, so I don't know if I'm going to bother. It'll probably happen, and then at some point we'll see the Bailey's beads, almost a full eclipse. But yeah, it's eclipse day. Also, I need to get more jars from IKEA. I've got a couple of honey jars that I've used, and I need to get more sugar because I need to make more jam tomorrow or the day after immediately, because I've got a load of yellow Mirabelle plums stuck inside the front door at the old's flat, and they need to be done ASAP within the next 2 days. See if I can find this year's batch of plum jam. Oh dear. Oh yeah, is that there? This is it. I don't even know where my shit is anymore. That's not this year's batch. Oh, this is the problem, isn't it? When you've got, is it at the bottom? I honestly don't know. I've got jars and jars of jam. I don't know which is this season. No, I couldn't tell you. Not after the cleaners moved everything, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I don't know if I declared this, but I found this at May's farm and I soaked it in treacle. The remains of May's farm. Phil Swallow, he sent me an overhead black and white picture of May's farm dated to 1947, and May's farm was already demolished by 1947. There was just an L-shaped wall like the one I found then. So that farm was gone by 1947. Unbelievable. And on top of the wall, when I was clearing all the ivy away, found this hammerhead, ancient hammerhead. So this could be 1920s, it could be Victorian. Heavy. This is not steel, this is iron. This is an iron hammerhead. I don't know if I could ever put a handle on it, but this is a proper iron hammerhead. I didn't declare it until now. But yeah, flipping it, that came from May's farm, Addington, just sitting on top of the wall. So it had been put there after they demolished the building. But yeah, wow, who knows, maybe I can get a handle for it. You can still see the separator in the middle. Yeah, so that was an interesting find that I didn't mention before. Where is my jam? The most recent batch. I wish I knew. Is it in the fridge? I don't think so. Oh, women. I think this is one of them, but I should have more. And I can't be asked to go through everything that the cleaners moved around. It's really annoying knowing where everything is, and then a week later, yet again, you've got to take a week to find everything you've lost. But unfortunately, I need her here. Old Italian woman, I need her here. I'm afraid I'll find it very hard to look after myself now, being on my own, all my family gone. Right, I think that's going to have to do. That's dinner for tomorrow or the day after. Oh, thanks for joining me. This is going straight up, so just a little drought meal made of some of the stuff I harvested from the old flat garden. Not much, but well, let's hope things improve soon. Rain, we need rain. That's what we need.